Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Group's Eagles Den. We have three projects with us today. So Eagles Den is an opportunity where projects come in, give us a quick elevator pitch for 5 to 10 minutes, not in depth. So make sure that you guys do further research. This is not financial advice. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome the first project here with us called Liberty Finance. So Liberty Finance, if you're here, go ahead and introduce yourself and just kind of give us a bit of insight into your background experience to begin with.
Yeah, sure thing. Thank you for having us on. My name is Patrick Devereaux. I am the CFO of Liberty Finance. Just to reiterate, we're not affiliated with Trump's project at all. In fact, we set up our WuDang DAO 2 years ago, and we're also VAR approved in Dubai, and that we've been existing before that idea even kind of came out. My background is I started in the crypto space in 2012 by launching Llama 2 with the Harvey brothers. It was one of the first Bitcoin ATMs to market. It's still in market today. I also have a history of, I work with John McAfee. I'm part of Team McAfee, or what used to be. And so again, I've kind of been in this area for quite some time as a both compliance consultant and financial consultant. So my background is accountancy and VC work and stuff like that. I started off with Liberty Finance with the idea that we would develop on Arbitrum Network a all-inclusive system to basically for both lending, DEX, and other trading, basically technologies that were halal as well. So it would be inclusive of the Islamic nations, but as well as other non-Islamic. And so that was the fundamental of this idea, is to develop something that could be used by pretty much anybody and not violate any tenements of their belief system. There really are three main cores to Liberty Finance. It's the micro lending side of things, which we're working in tandem with Hack Network, which is Islamic coin. We've produced what's called Feroza Finance, that's actively live now and generating revenue. Has about $1.3 million under management, or that lent out. And the other two are both the DEX system, the trading system, and our academy. So that's really my quick pitch of the whole project. If you have any questions on that.
Thanks, Patrick, for the quick summary of your project there. Wow. Okay, so you have worked with some big names before. Oh man, we can go another topic on the atrophy, but
we could have a whole So well, John and I've worked with Tim Draper as well in various things in the past. So I've been heavily connected in this space for quite some time. But again, just to reiterate, I'm an accountant and consultant in both the United States and this space too.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I heard about McAfee. That guy was an innovator for sure, and how his life was taken away. I'm not sure the exact story on that, but there's a lot of conspiracy theories behind that, which is very sad to hear.
Sure. And again, you're welcome to validate all this stuff by Googling it. You can just Google my name, and there's been press and stuff. And I mean, this is all verifiable.
Yeah, and I appreciate you correcting me. Like I said, I did not want to make that assumption. The first, when first seeing that name, I was like, what, Trump's family. But I'm glad to hear that, you guys did not go off that same narrative, and you guys actually had this idea and launched a token way before the Trump's family. So now I can say that they're copying you guys. So.
Well, it's funny because the DAO is actually Liberty Governance DAO. It's a Wyoming DAO entity, it's a legal DAO, and so. We just opened up our private membership for purchase about a week ago, and so so people are able to come in and buy up the membership before we do TGE, which is expected in the coming weeks. But we wanted to be revenue generating before we actually launch the token, and which we are.
Oh wow! Okay. So this is a very serious project, guys. So it looks like they're dabbling into lending, microfunding, and trading. So the ecosystem is massive. Pretty much everything that.
And like I mentioned, right? Not to interrupt you, but with our partnership with Hack Network, which is quite large, they're heavily invested in both the Emirates and African nations as well.
Right, and this is a $3 trillion digital lending market. When you're talking about lending, okay, you know what? I'm actually very, very interested in this project. I'm actually just from hearing you speak on the project right now. Um, yeah, I mean, so when are you guys going? You guys has not launched yet. When is that going to be?
Well, the token launch hasn't happened yet. No, we're expecting. I guess it really comes down to market conditions. I mean, obviously, the Bitcoin has been doing fairly well. Uh, we're really looking to do it here in the next few weeks, probably next month or so. But we'll see between again holidays and market conditions and so on. And plus our private membership and how well it does as well too. As for the product launch, Feroza Finance, like I said, is live. I mean, again, with $1.3 million actively being lent out, which are generating profits, if you will, that go back to the Sharia compliant DAO as well.
Okay, so right now the platform is actually live right now, and it's generating over $1 million. I mean, it's been not generating, but $1.3 million in value has been lent out. Was that what you're saying?
That's correct. Yep. This can be
Okay.
verified through
Oh wow.
DeFi Llama as well. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Oh wow. And okay, so you guys do actually have a product before you guys even launch a token.
We'll actually have several products beforehand, yeah. So there'll be the Lendwise or the lending solutions for Feroza Finance, but also our vaults, our staking mechanism, which are the Amana vaults, are already ready to go before TG.
Okay, so it looks like you can do some microfunding, lending, and also DEX is where you guys focus are. Now let's talk about the DEX. Now the DEX, like you just regular DEX, like what's your DEX look like? And is that live as well?
So no, the DEX is not live yet. It's still under testnet. There are components that we want to continue adding on it, including trailing losses and other things that you find customarily on centralized exchanges. We built this on Arbitrum network, obviously because of the lower gas fees, but it's actually cross-chain compatible to permit any EVM compatible chain. So we have it between the bridge and the cross-chain technology piece, basically the plan to launch this on multiple chains and have a series of both, whether it's wrap tokens or minting or other components to help lock up value too.
Oh wow. Okay, cross chain. Okay. Now let's talk a bit on your funding. Have you guys have how many rounds have you guys went through, and how much money have you guys raised already?
Right. So we went through technically just one round, just the seed round. We've raised a little over 400,000, and we've self-funded as well. And so the total is about 600,000.
Wow. Okay, that's it, huh? And are you going
Mm-hmm.
to launch, or is this been going through the pre-sale after this before the launch?
No, we're in private now, the raise, and then we'll go to a public sale and launch through a
Okay.
mixture of IDO pads. Yep.
Okay. What are you expecting? What is the hard? You guys have a hard cap on the IDO pad?
So private is capped at 1.3 million, but again, it's flexible, and the public is about 540,000, which we already have some commitments for aspects of it as well.
Okay. Okay, that's not bad at all. Okay, so the hard is 1.3, correct? On
Mm-hmm.
your
Hard for
on
private, yes. The total will be 1.8 if you include everything, but 1.3 for private and 540,000 for public.
Okay, so 1.8 total. Okay. Okay, so 1.8 total. That's including the first round, right? So 1.8, is that including 400K already or without the 400K?
That's without it.
Without it. So around 2.2 altogether around it.
That's correct. That's correct. Yep.
Okay. Let me write out this info down really quick here. Okay, that's actually not bad at all, given that you guys already have some live products that's generating revenue already. Now, how does
Well,
the
that's one of our.
ecosystem
That was sorry.
go ahead? Oh no, go ahead.
I was just saying it was one of our plans to differentiate ourselves, not just the fact that we had a Sharia board and there's activities that are halal on the network, but also that we were generating revenue. It was really key to the team that we were not just launching, and this isn't any begrudgment to any other project, but we wanted to make sure that we were begrudging launching a solid project that had revenue before we asked for capital.
Right, right. No, I love the concept, right? I love the concept, and I think every project should approach like that, right? you gotta willing to fund the project a bit, some sort of skin in the game, which unfortunately in the crypto space that's not very common. You raise the funds and you begin. So you launch the project and you begin. It's usually the the concept, which kind of is not a good concept. But now I'm glad to see this. You guys actually have been working on it and have pretty much almost proof of concept, right? Before going live
Yeah.
here.
Well, again, through
Now,
Forza Finance, they're actively B2B, and there's actual loans happening that are halal loans, right? So these loans are maharab, meaning that there's a commodity underneath the loan, so they're compliant with the Islamic belief system, but they still generate profits. So it also matches the tenements of Western civilization, if you will, not just one belief system.
right, right. Okay, and this is going to be starting out with Arbitrum. Okay, okay, yeah.
That's correct.
Perfect. Now you know where the IDO is going to be at.
The price point or the
No,
time? I'm sorry.
the launch pad. I mean the pad that will be raising the money for you.
Right. So we're looking to do at least 2 launch pads, because typically in some of the larger ones, right now anyways, are getting about 200 to 250,000 max for public sale. And so GemPad is one of the ones we've been speaking with. RB Pads is another. We have a few of them lined up once we're ready to launch that.
See, okay, yeah, sounds very interesting. And also Patrick, with your experience, I mean, you it looks like your background is extensive. You have worked with some, you've done a lot, worked with some big people as well. Um, and like Patrick said, guys, which I would do, I would definitely Google him as well, to really verify, right? Make sure that you do your research accordingly. But I definitely like what I hear on this project, and I think the timing of it's perfect, right? We go into 2025, very bullish on 2025, and pretty much all the aspects of the project is what you need in DeFi, decentralized finance, lending, um, micro funding, trading, DEX. So these are the very popular aspect of DeFi here that they're focusing on. Yeah,
Yeah,
Patrick,
right.
sounds good. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to close out. I mean, the DEX concept there is to include other aspects that you'd find on a centralized exchange in the DEX environment, which other exchanges like SushiSwap and Uniswap are starting to implement some of these things. But again, what sets that apart is that ours is Sharia compliant as well. There's a board. Hack Network also has a Sharia board, and so there's that additional layer, if you will, of sort of financial transparency between everyone, even though it's a DEX system.
Oh, nice. Just a couple of quick questions, really quick from you. So let's say when you go into the launch pad, right, raising money, what are there any vesting period at all for investor?
Yes, both all rounds have some level of vesting.
Okay, okay, and we will get that info on that launch pad there when you guys are raising the money. Okay, is there a soft cap as well?
Soft cap. Well, to be honest, we can launch this project even with what we have and still maintain it's just a little bit more of our own capital. But soft cap would comfortably be 200,000.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. That's actually a great number to hear, actually. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
again,
and
we're
like I
already in
said,
operation, so at this point, we're kind of already there, right? So whether the token existed or not, revenue is happening.
right. And I did read somewhere that you guys had done a proof of concept over in Africa's largest bank, fifth largest bank. What is that about?
Right. So as you can imagine, some of these banks, especially international banks, are a little antiquated, and it's harder for smaller borrowers like the microsite and things to get it. And so one of our advisors is a heavily tied to African banks, and so we work with them on bringing in sort of a bridge between the existing infrastructure and the DeFi, if you will. So that will take time, but that's part of the process.
Okay. Okay. Now, have you guys have not really formed any sort of like solid partnership with them as far as the funds go, nothing like that yet, huh?
No, with Ivory Pay that we have, which is on an off ramp located, it's the largest one in Africa. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Hey, I do like what I hear. This is the type of project I would definitely dig deeper into the project, and I will be, hey guys, make sure you guys pay attention to the pre-sale uh, closely, right? I mean, they only have raised 400K, and it seems like they already have a working product already. So pay attention to the pre-sale, see how that's gonna, how that's gonna go. But yeah, very interested in the project. So I'm glad that you guys already have a live working product before launch. So yeah, no, Patrick, appreciate you being here. I mean, you have a lot of things going on that's very good here, but we'd like to ask a very tough question. If you have to pick one thing that has the most value for investor to invest in, what would you say that be? I know it's a tough one.
Oh no, it's hands down the lending. The Islamic lending market's huge, so over $4 trillion market, and so that is absolutely where the bulk of the revenue and the market need is so that aspect of our business.
That was good. So this is pretty much applied to the market planning, pretty much applied to everyone in the crypto space in Web3. So you pretty much can pretty much locked in an asset, correct? And you can borrow money, correct?
Yes, sir.
Sounds good, Patrick. Hey, I do like what I hear, and I would definitely will be looking into this project further and following this project here, guys. Wow, what a great start. Thanks, Patrick, for being here.
I think.
All right, guys. Wow. You know what? I love, just lately, just looking at the space, if you guys been following the memes, right? Just memes has been just like, man, dominating the whole crypto space, and it's been horrible. Not saying all, but most of the projects, most people will lose in memes. And, and it just takes a huge chunk of liquidity. There's only so much money, right? Um, if you invest in this project, that means that the other project, I mean, the money has to go somewhere, right? So it's nice kind of see some sort of utility tokens again. But I think the way that's going, just crazy memes popping up and right and rug the next day, it's crazy. Now I'm not saying all memes projects are bad. It's just a lot of them. So it's hard to differentiate that, right? Not just in general. All right, guys. What do we have next, Mike?
Alrighty, we have Heraclitus from 7.
Hey, 7.
Hey, man. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Feels good to be here. I was given the tip off by Kenny. Kenny from Free Ross. Kenny has been a friend in this space for a long time now, and I've been in the Free Ross community for a while. So I sort of have established a very good relations of friendship with Kenny. So Kenny mentioned he mentioned this group, and he said, I could come in here and you guys are real people and you guys really help projects. So that was how I got to find out about you guys. And someone in my community, his name is his username rather is DeFi Dog. So he's the one that did all the arrangements in order to bring me on here, which I absolutely appreciate. So it feels good to be here today, finally. The wait is over and I'm here, so I feel very happy and proud to be in the midst of every single person here. And I just want to do a quick shout out to every single person listening and to the host as well. So it feels good to be here. My name is 7, and I'm the founder of Heraclitus, the Heraclitus project on Solana. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you being here, 7, and we know Free Ross very well. I think he's working on a very special project. To sum it up, he was trying to bring more attention to the founder who started that the marketplace in the dark web. I think that the marketplace, I mean, it wasn't his intention, but it grew up to be like almost like a drug with a marketplace, and now he's locked up for life. I don't think it's justified at all, right? So I think that's his project. So yeah, we know Free Ross 100%. A good guy over there is trying to do something great over there. But I appreciate you being here. I'm very excited to hear about your project.
Yeah, so my project is literally a meme coin project, but the fundamental idea of my project is to sort of create something that is very differentiated from every other sort of meme that you can find in the market. Just like you mentioned previously before I came on about good meme projects and bad meme projects. I mean, I've been in a few myself, and I've also worked on a couple of projects as well with founders and the organizers of the founders and the admins and the team of most projects here on. So not until recently, I 4 months ago, I decided to start my own project. So that's where I came up with the Heraclitus idea. So basically, Heraclitus has been a meme project that has existed on Solana for well over 3 months now. We're still in the community building phase. Now, one of the reasons why it has taken us so long to get to where we are right now is because we are all trying, like the team and myself, we're trying to do all things as quickly as possible. So to sort of build a community of people that actually believe in the project and have conviction in what we are trying to accomplish, to achieve. And this project is a long-term project. It's not just one of those meme coins that's just going to come and go and within a given period. So building something long-term. And like I said, we're mostly interested in trying to build have so many ideas that we are sharing in terms of value, if I can say value proposition or something like that. So we're still working on a couple of things. For instance, we're trying to sort of like get people to come in because, like I said, it's not your usual meme project, it's not your usual meme coin. It has some sort of meaning and value. So just to do some sort of formal introduction to what Heraclitus is about. So Heraclitus is literally a derivative of the Greek philosopher's name Heraclitus. So we sort of like I sort of played around that name Heraclitus and put the cat between cleats, so keeps it Heraclitus. So literally, it's a meme coin project that tends to or that intends to blend philosophy with meme culture. So it's just a blend of philosophy, meme culture, just to sort of like create humor in a more intelligent way. Because a lot of meme coins out there are literally not necessarily doing anything. I know it's meant to be funny, but there is like what I try to do is sort of introduce a new way to meme, creating some sort of shift from the usual meme, the way memes are made, to a different ideology. So it's original, it's new, the contents are original as well. It's something that is fresh. It might take a while for people to hop on it, but I can guarantee anybody listening to me right now that we're building something for the future, because we believe that it will get to a point where meme coin to sort of offer some sort of value, and Heraclitus is one of a kind on Solana. There is no other meme project on Sol that is similar to Catus. There is no other meme project that is providing or offering philosophical value in any way at all. So it's new. We're the only ones doing what we are doing right now, which makes us very unique. And we've been gaining momentum. We've been getting lots of exposure. We had a couple of influencers on Spaces. I mean, I go on Spaces a lot to talk to people. I know I come from a part of the world where my accent is literally a barrier, but I don't really care about my accent. I don't care about where I come from. I just go out there, pitch my product to people, answer questions, and just have fun while doing it. So it's really it's a genuine legit project for anybody interested out there. You can always check us out, check our Twitter feed and check our community and just see how we do. So this is just a brief introduction to what the project is about in terms of our key features. Like I said, one of our key features is we embed philosophy into meme coins, and then we have another key feature, community centered. We are really community centered. We're a project that is very community centered because most of the quotes are written by members of the community, so it's really fun. And then in terms of transparency, it's transparency has been one of the bedrocks of this project in terms of how I go about communicating plans and open conversations, open communications, welcoming people to share their ideas, and everybody simply knows how it all started. Everything is well calculated, and every single move that I have made has been sort of like open to the community members, and nobody is taking unawares, right? So in terms of our tokenomics, our supply is $1 billion, and 5% is in the dev wallet, and we have very good distributions and allocation. So at this point, I just want to keep going on. I want to take a pause, and if you have any question, you can ask me before I continue.
Hey, thanks, Seven, for giving us a quick summary in your project there. I think the project, man, I think I can definitely sense the passion out of you, right? And this is actually a very thoughtful project. So this is kind of like a philosophical memes, which you're right, we have not really seen that, right? And this is how a passion that you may be into philosophy or education in general, right? And I think that's actually it's actually a very big space, right? Because if you look at like, let's say, channels that uplifting channel, right? Whether that philosopher from Seneca or Stoicism, or you have other great philosophers out there, those channels, man, people do need those daily reminders sometimes, right? Just go through life in general. I do watch those videos. Sometimes you have to be reminded by a good quote sometime, right? Every day. And I definitely seek out those quotes every day, just be more, I guess, kind of like keep you in balance, right? Keep you in check in a sense. But yeah, I like the idea a lot, because it's actually coming from you. It's come from your passion. It's not your ordinary meme, just like a little dog or the cat or whatever, right? I mean, I'm not saying those are wrong, but this is actually something that you're very passionate about. And I can sense that.
Yeah,
now,
go on,
go
please.
ahead.
No, go on. Fight you.
No, I was going to ask you, is your favorite philosopher?
If I'm a philosopher,
is this the name of the philosopher here? The name of
Heraclitus.
Yes.
Yeah, Heraclitus is the name of the philosopher. So what I also want to do is I intend to write philosophical materials using Heraclitus as the pen name. So I'm going to write philosophical materials and put it out there, and the name of the author will be Heraclitus. So that will also sort of like link back to the project. And speaking of philosophical content, we have a YouTube channel, even though we've not really been updating it as frequently as we should, where we put up those motivational videos about meditation, talking about stoicism and all of that. We tend to sort of go back to that and really out in just that we suffered multiple go new community go attack any one months and counting, and in December it's going to be 4 months. So it's really been a very, for me, it's been a roller coaster of an experience. And every single day that I wake up, I enjoy what I do, whether people are buying in, whether the volume is up or not. I really enjoy it. And just to put it out there again, we've not manipulated the charts in any way. We've not used the volume bots to fake buys. We've not done any sort of we've not paid anybody to call the token or whatever. So we're trying to build, like I said, a very strong foundation for something for the future. People always say things like this circle, this circle is going to be over pretty soon next year, whatever. But personally, I'm trying to build something that, because I know how new it is in this ecosystem or in this space, I know how long it might take to get people to sort of like catch on to it. So I am going to play. I'm going to be very patient. Of course, patience, of course, is a virtue of all philosophers, because you need patience to be able to think and all that. So it's something that, like I said, I want to run for the next couple of years. And just to throw this out there as well, I've had contacts with some very, very solid people in the crypto ecosystem, and we were working on some sort of like value where by holding the Heraclitus token, you get to receive some sort of reward. So we are sort of like leaning towards some sort of reward system where if you buy into the project in the future, you'll be able to get certain rewards from our partner project. So at this point too, we're also trying to partner with sort of some NFT projects, some other meme coin projects, some other actual real projects, just to tie into just to create some sort of value that can always come back to us and also help us sort of solidify our base on so. Just like I said, our future plans is like what I just mentioned, is to create, maybe write a smart contract or something, even though we're still trying to like play around the idea. I don't want to give in too much detail right now, but it's something that we're working on for the future, so we can really, really, really stand out, because there are lots of meme coins out there that do nothing for you. But we want to create a meme coin that not only adds philosophical value to your life, but you get reward by just holding it. So you're not just holding a meme coin, you're holding something of value. So like we are still in the phase of building this thing, building this whole thing, and creating a very strong community and just going from there. So I'm not promising anybody that we are going to give you a 10x or a 100x or a 20x if you buy. But what I'm saying is this: you can come into our community, see our products, have a look at what we're doing, ask some questions. I will always be there to answer. The other team members are also going to be there to answer. And then if you resonate with it, then you can say, okay, I want to be a part of what you're building. Here's my idea. Come in. I want to try and help you guys, and then let's see how it goes. So that's really what we're all about for now.
Yeah, beautiful, man. I can definitely resonate with that. You know, we have been like you said there. I think when you have a project where regardless of the market cap, right, and you actually get in the morning and you enjoy what you do, that's dangerous. That means that that person, like I mean, is the you know he has the resiliency. He does not wear out. He continues to push the project forward, right? So I think that's a very important aspect for a lot of projects out there. A lot of people launch projects just solely for monetary reason, but this is more like a self-improvement type of project as well. Because you know, when you run a project like this, definitely help personal development, right? And you know, something
Yes.
that we've actually been trying to launch. Well, we've been working on the project for World Push-Up Challenge, and our goal is to pretty much have everyone in the world start doing push-up, not just push-up, but fitness in general. And if you look at the website, actually, our NFT is actually made out of quotes from the best philosophers in the world. So I can
That's
definitely resonate.
interesting.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's
definitely resonate.
interesting. That's so I speaking, before I came up with this, I had a look around Solana. I mean, I was in there's a community called, just you mentioned push-ups just now. I was in Geek from February. I've been in Diff Times. By the way, Diff Times just an article on Heraclitus, the feature of the magazine. Times is DeFi magazine, like Solana as well. So there's an article in Heraclitus, really putting us out there in 12 different languages. So we're getting lots of exposure, because when I go on spaces with the team, and then we talk to people, and then we tell them what we are about, and then you have a look around, and then you ask yourself, how many other projects on Solana is like Heraclitus? There is absolutely none. So it means that when it gets to a point where we become as popular as we should be, or as popular as we intend to be, there would almost be no competition, because there is no stoic based, no other two stock-based meme coins on Sol aside us. So if you think of a project right now, meme coin project on all chains, think make codes, and it's a stoic project or philosophy-based project, you can't think of anything but Heraclitus on Solana. So it really makes it stand out. So that's why we are more interested at this point in saying, we need partners. We need people that can come in and partner us. Now, partnership with us doesn't necessarily mean give us some money. We're not asking you for some money. We're just saying come into our community. We have a couple of ideas that we're still working on. You can share your ideas as well. You can come in, because if you check Murad's tweet, he always talks about cult-like projects, cult-like communities, and we're trying to build a philosophy cult on Solana, where we just play around with meme coins, and there is a whole spectrum of things that we can accomplish with this alone. There are lots of products that this can sort of like, so it's a whole new situation, and I'm really in the community. See, we are out present. You please and please share your idea with us, and is absolutely unique, and our slogan is there is nothing like this on show. Yeah.
Yeah, Seven. You're getting cut off pretty bad at some points there, but I think we kind of got what you guys trying to build over here. Pretty much to sum it up, a project. What really differentiate them is that they're trying to embed philosophy, humor, wisdom, and insight into memes. So it's like that's what they're about. Yeah, I mean, again, I think as long as you enjoy what you do every morning, eventually, it may not be fast, but eventually it will get there. I think I can sense the passion in that. This is definitely unique. Something I can resonate with. Because I think the mind and the body is very important, right? I think the mind and body, they have to align. And sometimes you need to read philosophy or some self-improvement quotes or whatever it could be in order to keep your balance, right? There's a quote by I think the genius himself. In order to keep your balance, in order to keep what is it? Let me hold on. I kind of forgot there. Life is like riding a bicycle. In order to keep your balance, you got to keep on moving forward, right? That's a great quote. And sometimes you need philosophy. You need to be reminded by, people wiser than you to keep your balance in life, just like riding a motorcycle. I mean, a bicycle. All right, guys, Seven, I appreciate you being here. And yeah, something that I can probably pop in and on your X or whatever, and I can learn a few things from you guys every day.
Thank you.
All right. What do we have next, Mike?
Next up, we have All Tricks from WuDang.
WuDang. All right. Let's see here. WuDang. Looking at the logo, it seems like that's like Wu-Tang, right? I mean, yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the fit. That's the fit. Hey guys, how are
Is
you?
that it? Okay. Okay. Well, that's a great logo because it's important when you create a logo and people resonate with that right away or get it right away. And I'm looking at first time. Wu-Tang,
Yeah,
WuDang. So that's good.
that's the way. Yeah, we have a really good designer in the team, and the brand is pretty good, I think. Thank you guys for having me tonight and to let me the opportunity to speak about WuDang. Just to introduce myself, my name is Cedric, or Altrix in the crypto space. I live in France. I'm a family man with a quiet life, and I'm the owner of WuDang project. This day was definitely excited because the pre-sale is ended 4 hours ago, I mean, and we raised the target of solar amount to push the project. We are not yet live. The project will be launched within 20 hours from now. So all the community is impatient to know that. My background in the crypto space is pretty simple. I'm a true believer of the good crypto. I mean, like we said, just before, when you invest some money in memes projects, it's difficult to know if the project will be pushed. Most of them die within 24 or 2 days after the launch. And at the start, I was thinking from a long time to launch something because I'm definitely passionate by crypto and other things like music and art. And this idea is to combining everything. I was looking in the space, like most of them, I like NFT. And I found that the musical NFT wasn't really developed in the blockchain, and this idea come that I like hip hop. Everyone has followed the WuDang run, this crazy run from WuDang, and yeah, so WuDang, and to find a good brand, and now we have a good idea to build something around the NFT, musical NFTs. We are setting different points because from the start, I would like to start the thing with my close friends, because I think in this space it's not all about only money. It's also with how you are surrounded by people. All these people are believing in you, and now I have a good feeling because all the people around me are supporting me in my idea. And the big idea, the big line of WuDang is to have a marketplace dedicated only to the musical NFTs. The development of the marketplace are already on the table. We should receive it next year in mid 2025. But before that, we have a lot of steps to build. If you look at the white paper, and there is different aspects of the ecosystem. The first is to show how we want to build the NFTs. So we have a first collection coming up in the next day, called Crypto Eggs. We have almost 100 musical NFT ready to be minted, composed by Vinny. Vinny is a core team member and also a hip-hop composer. So in the next couple of days, we will have some NFTs already to be listed on Magic Eden. We chose this marketplace to start the listing. And also, ask myself, or I can bring all the people in the same passion with music, NFTs, and crypto. So it's also how we can keep engagement daily with the community. So every steps and everything we want to do in this marketplace will be around the community. So we have WuDang NFT Beats. It's a way to involve people. What I mean is, if someone is composer, he wants to showcase his music, he will be able to send us some beats or some instrumentals, and with some polls, the community will be able to vote, and then some people will be selected. And the goal is also to organize live events. It's a first step, because I think live events could bring good vibes and good energy around this idea. And after that, the big line of this project is to create. I'm searching the good word, to create funding pools, to help the composer. What I mean is, someone who's holding WuDang tokens or WuDang NFT could be able to fund a pool to help a composer to produce like a Web3 album through the NFTs. And when someone buy an NFT, all the people who feel and help to fund the pool will receive some reward, some fees from that. So in a way, it's an idea to help some unknown talented composer to showcase in the Web3 their works, and to engage the community to share their passion. Concerning me, I've been involved 12 years in sound system, and also a fan of reggae music. I've traveling all over the France during this time, organized show, mixing in live with good people to share good energy. I try to do that through the WuDang project. That's why since the beginning, I've done KYC, I've doxed myself a second times. The project, the contract of the project has been written by consults and audited by them, so it's very super green. And I really want to share a safe place where people can have fun first, because it's my first motivation. I like to have fun with people. And in the long term, we will deliver the work. So that's a big picture, if I can say. If you look at the tokenomics, there is no tax in the token, 1 billion of tokens. We raised 209 SOL this afternoon, and 59% of the SOL raised will be dedicated to the liquidity and burn-out launch. And we have 21% of the supply added to the pool liquidity. What I want to say is, we have to believe in our conviction, like you said, guys, just before, because it's all about how we can have a sort of effervency between the community, the ideas, the connection, the network of everyone. And yeah, the goal is to have a real ecosystem around the music, around the NFT, and around the Web3. Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you so much, Altrix, for appreciate the summary of your project there. Okay, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the inspiration definitely, I mean, clear. It's drawn from WuDang, which if you guys have been following that project, right? It hits almost a billion. I think 700 something million all time high. I think right
yeah,
now it's in at 351. And also Wu-Tang, right, which is a very popular rap group in America here.
yeah,
Project
definitely.
is
Yeah,
the project is about music. Now I have to ask you, Altrix, right? Now you want to the whole ecosystem is surrounded by bringing artists, producer, people into your ecosystem, right? Let me ask you
yep.
this though, like what qualified you to do that, and how is that going? Like where's the progress on that? Have you guys reached out to any artist, producer? Even your NFTs is around music. So have you guys started the process, the onboarding process to the project yet?
We have some link with some artists, yeah, but we have in first time to organize the first event and see how the products are going. The goal, yeah, is to bring some known artists. That definitely possible. What I mean is the NFT musical NFTs will be different that we can see actually in the market. We have a sample of 15 seconds of music linked in the sample movie. I don't know if you looked at the 3 sample we have dropped in the website, but everyone will be able to listen the beats, and after that, I think the live events could be definitely crazy because the heart of the project is also to bring all the people together in the same place and share their passion. Everyone loves music and everyone loves Web3, crypto, and NFT. So I think when the foundation will be definitely strong, it will be definitely also more easy to bring known people from different music industry. For now, we have chosen only the hip hop way, but we have in mind also to open different style. I like also drum and bass, reggae, and different style. But for now, it's only focused on the hip hop way. Did I answer your question, Sita?
Yeah. Well, I think you know as how important that aspect of, right?
Yeah,
Because when you have an
yeah.
ecosystem that is around music, bringing producers, even your NFT is based off is a music NFT, right? So I think that's going to be a huge aspect of the business is able to get the producers on, indie artists on, and utilizing the platform, and that's going to be very important aspect of it. Yeah. Now, are you an artist yourself? Or are you like, what's your background in music?
My background is music starts on dub music and reggae, and also a little of jazz and hip hop. During 12 years, I built a full sound system with a bunch of groove guys, with a very, very good stand of mine. And we played all over France during this time, sharing good vibes. We were producing our instrumental in your little studio at home with the different instruments. And we use also mostly DAO and digital support because it's like every tools right now. You have spoken about ChatGPT at the start. For me, it's like this tool can help everyone to showcase their passion. I'm also collectioner of vinyl. Don't know. Sorry, I'm French. Sometimes my words are not coming easily. I'm a collectioner of vinyl since my early age. I've almost 500 vinyl at home. So I'm passionate about music from different supports. So digital is definitely good, but when you run a vinyl, you have different aspects. The sound is different. You feel the sound differently also. So yeah, when you have shared this kind of energy in an event live. I remember when I played my first instrumental in live. You when you run it and you mix it and you are seeing the people in sharing good energy. It's everything I want to share in this project. To share the same energy, the same passion with everyone who want to share his passion.
I mean, definitely. I think this is one of those projects. Again, it's just out of your passion, and looks like you do have pretty good background music as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Very important. So yeah, guys, looks like they did the pre-sale already. They raised 209 SOL.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so everything is done already, guys. Everything is done. So if you guys
It's
look at the
done.
SOL raised, it looks like the market cap's gonna be very low. So if you guys are interested in the project, I mean, this could be, yeah, this could have a, very good opportunity here because 200 SOL raise. That means that the market cap's gonna be very low. Now, how much of that is going to the liquidity from the 208 SOL there?
51%. And
So 100 SOL go. Okay, so 100 SOL around there going to liquidity, and that's gonna be burned completely.
Yeah. Why I choose this amount? Because I want to have really good stability in the liquidity. Also, the 21% of tokens dedicated to the pools will be burned at launch. So yeah, I think we will have a strong foundation for the launch. We have almost 370 investors who are jumping the pre-sale. Most of them are good friends, close to my networks. So yeah, this day was definitely crazy because yeah, we had a target to raise 200 SOL and we did it. So it's definitely nice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and even at 200 SOL, the market cap's gonna be very, very small. Now, what is gonna be the next step after you launch? What's important?
Many people. Yeah. It's a good question. Many people ask me about marketing. The only one I really don't want is to create a pump and dump. That's not the way. So all the funds will be allocated and used to support the project in marketing aspect. Until now, we didn't use a lot of core. I mean, mostly everything has been built organically. And I think that can make a big difference. So we will set and organize several points for the launch to have the better condition to open the trade. And after that, we will organize step by step what we have planning. So the live event, the polls receive push a contact with the composer and artist, and to set as soon as possible the first event.
Right. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, and that's not when are you guys gonna launch the project?
In the next 24 hours. I can say all the detail about that. I will announce them in the next few hours with the community. For now, I'm really focused on my marketing launch. Some event has been organized. I also to send the prize to the winners. So after that, yeah, we will be ready to go.
Last question for you. I know depending on the price of SOL, but what is the estimated market cap at launch?
75K, I think.
Around 75K, guys. So depending on the price of SOL as well. All right. I mean, that's fairly small market cap there, guys. So if you believe in the project, again, this is a project and it's our passion, right? Now,
Yes.
we're gonna be following the project for sure, right? And this is one of those projects where, you know, you cannot come out and expect like 100x or 50x immediately, right? Because
No. Yeah. My strategy will be around to list the coin and the project on SEX, but yeah, we all know some SEX, the biggest one are not easy to get, but I will do the thing smartly. What I mean is to get the smallest but the good place to be, to try to get the biggest one. That's the plan since the start, because it's not I'm against colors of influencers, but like you said, it's all about passion. And for me, the passion comes from the community, the network, and if we deliver the works like we planned it since the start, I think we will have a good run.
Yep, yeah, and we will be paying attention to your project for sure.
Mm-mm.
Well, all right. Well, thanks, Artrix, for presenting your project. All right, guys. I think that wraps it up, right, Mike?
That it does. Those are our 3 projects today. Great presentation, guys.
Yeah, I think all 3 projects, the last 2 projects out of their passion, I love that. I love when the owner actually launch a project out of their passion, because that's going to determine, you know, whether they're going to make the commitment to the project, right? So very important aspect. So, and I think the first project, Liberty Finance, I think that's also a very special project. I'll definitely pay attention to that as well. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Eagl'es Den. You know what? We usually give 1 listener. So if you can, guys, you know what? 7. How about you pick 1, 7? I see you on top there. If you can just go down 7, just pick 1 winner, 1 listener for me. That'd be great. Not sure 7 is still here. Probably not.
I'm here. It's actually pick one. I should pick 1 listener.
Yeah, just
okay.
roll down, just randomly pick 1 listener.
I'm just going through the list now, and I'm just having a look at the listeners there. Okay. Free Bird.
Sounds good. If you can go ahead and DM me or Mike the username there. Guys, make sure you check our chat room, okay? So as the team present their project, we do have a summary on their thing, you know, on the project. So make sure you go there. On the banner, it has the TG website, etc. X. Make sure you follow them. I'll tell you what. If you guys go ahead and follow all 3 projects today in their TG, okay, we can go in. My team is gonna go in and just pick 1 random winner. Okay, do not flood. Just go there. Maybe just kind of give a quick feedback, a question, etc. But do not flood their room. But join there and we pick a winner as well. And maybe we should do a random number too. Mike, what do you think?
Yes, absolutely. I like the random number. I will DM the random number to you. Let's do between 1 and 200 today. 5 guesses per user, and we'll get that posted and pinned back in the room. Just like Seattle said, all 3 projects has been pinned back into our chat room. So if anybody liked and wants to do further research on any of these projects, go into our chat room and you'll see in the latest 3 pins all 3 projects with all the information needed.
Also, right after this, we will have the poll. Probably not immediately, but make sure you guys join the TGs. And after that, probably the poll will go up within 2 hours or so. And make sure you guys vote for your favorite project. Okay, guys, the USA Eagl'es Den is designed for projects that have not launched or may not have funding to really get an AMA, right? This is an opportunity for them to present a project, so it's not in depth. Make sure you guys do your research. But also, we have a chance. We give them a chance for their community to vote. So the winners usually come back and get a full AMA, and that's when we really dissect their project in detail. So it's a great opportunity for projects, because in the space, when I realized that there are great developers out there, right? Great projects out there that may not have the funding to go and pay for AMA or promotion. So this is a great opportunity. So if you know those projects out there, developers out there, let them know about our Eagl'es Den. And we do this every 2 weeks or a week, Mike. I think every 2 weeks. Yeah, every 2 weeks. So. Okay, sounds good, Mike. I mean, I think, yeah, let's wrap it up. And yeah, like Mike said there, random numbers 1 to 200 just for fun. Just 5 guesses only, and we award a $10 winner as well.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. And that wraps it up for us. Hopefully you guys have a good morning, afternoon, night, wherever you're from. And we'll see you all in the next one.
All right, guys. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys.